Alright, MrSotko here, and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 replay cast. Today it's a 1 vs 1 on Terenas Stand between our light blue human player, Hawk, and up top we have our red Night Elf player, Foggy. And we will speed it on up to the 8x mark. 2-minute point of the game, and all the heroes come out, all the good stuff starts to happen. Gonna be a Demon Hunter for Foggy, and Archmage
Player's
for Hawk.
forces are under attack.
Now beginning the creeping with the Ancient of War, the Renegade Wizard Camp. And Hawk will be going down to his own Renegade Wizard Camp. And we'll see what items these two get. For the first items of the game, Circlet of Nobility, and not too bad there. And a Circlet of Nobility as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
And a Tome of Intelligence for both players, slightly better, of course, for the Archmage. And Mantle of Intelligence +3 for the Demon Hunter. And Hawk gets the Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. So both items not really too useful for each other.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hawk continuing to creep at the Kobold Tunneler camp. And spots a Wisp, but takes a Dispel, loses a little bit of mana. And another Dispel on the Archmage. Cloak of Selling for the Archmage. Demon Hunter harassing a Footman runaway. Behind the lines he goes. Scout Tower coming up. Soon to be an Arcane Tower. And Scout Farm right next to the Altar of Elders. Bold, bold move, Hawk. Bold move indeed. And Hidden Wisp found. But it runs away in scared Wisp mode.
The town is under siege.
And Demon Hunter at the shop. Grabs a Staff of Teleportation. And we'll be coming home just now. Archmage almost 2.5, needs that level 3 for those level 2 water elementals. The vast difference between the level 1 and the level 2.
A town is under siege.
Water elementals having a good time up in the Night Elf base though. Just doing some harassment.
Forces are under attack.
Arcane Vault now coming up at the human base of Hawk, and a blacksmith as well. And Hunter's Hall coming along for the Night Elf. Nothing too crazy, running them around the map. Demon Hunter slowly chipping away at the Footman.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Archmage checking out the scene here. Not enough mana for another water elemental. And Demon Hunter may pick up the Footman kill here. And get that much closer to level 3. A little chunk of experience. Naga Sea Witch for the second hero.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Arcane Sanctum coming up for Hawk, and now trying to run away from those cold arrows. Manages to make the distance. And body block on the Wisp. But makes it around. And 2 Ancient Lores coming up for Foggy. And now producing a little bit of Rifleman. Demon Hunter just gonna come right through. He's just gonna say screw it. Uses a potion on the Archmage from the shop. Now the Demon Hunter in a little bit of trouble here. We'll have to teleport on out.
Forces are under attack.
And we'll continue to take damage on the way, but not going to be enough, and we'll make it out of there. We'll have to use quite a bit of moon juice, though. Farm going to go down sooner or later here. Ring of Selling for the Nagasi Witch up at top. And scroll regen on the human army. Now priests on the way, more riflemen to come.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sasquatch camp gonna go down for human. And Wand of Illusion, Tome of Agility for the Mountain King. It's an illusion of the Archmage, and we'll run off.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Archmage Illusion running off to reconnoiter the top area. And may make it there in time to spot this dealio here. See a Wand of Lightning shield from this camp. Enforcer camp for the human. A Tome of Knowledge and a Sabi Mask for the Mountain King. Very, very nice. Something I definitely like to see on my Mountain King. The Sabi Mask, especially combined with that Brilliance Aura. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, he is fighting a Demon Hunter, though, so that's going to be a lot more mana to burn at all times for the Demon Hunter. So it's a good thing, and it's a bad thing. If it wasn't Night Elf that he was fighting at the moment, it would be a really, really good thing. Taskmaster camp gonna go down for as a human, and Rune Bracers for the Night Elf there from the expansion camp, and Wand of Mana Stealing for as a human. And going to be a really, really, and indeed, one of the observers' best item on the Rune Bracers there, and borderline is, especially against this Stormbolt, it's going to reduce that damage a lot. And Mantle of Intelligence +3, picked up by the Naga Sea Witch, so dualies on the Naga Sea Witch, +6 to Intellect. Now Hawk moving across the map with a whole mess of militia dryads on the way here into the battle, but here come the riflemen, which will counter those dryads pretty hard.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now the fight is on. A Druid of the Claw in the mix as well. Scout Tower coming up. And Druid of the Claw taking a whole mess of damage to the Stormbolt. And is now stunned. And will go down very quickly. Foggy in a little bit of trouble here. Demon Hunter taking a bunch of damage. But could have taken even more damage had it not been for those Rune Bracers. And Mountain King's Mask taking his mana cruise along with that Brilliance Aura. Only level 1 though. And Demon Hunter now out in the action once again. Anti-magic shell on the Demon Hunter. And kind of forgot to repair there by the looks of it. He was upgrading that tower. Trying to get a Scout Tower going, and an Arcane Tower by the looks of it. Do some of his own mana draining, and of course if any of those Dryads get nearby, it is piercing damage, so it does a little bit of extra damage to those Dryads.
player's forces are under attack.
Squirrel healing picked up by the Archmage there, and Mountain King had enough for a Stormbolt, but the Dispel took that away. And just enough for a Stormbolt, and gotta get that Stormbolt up, and hits Legacy Witch preserved. Archmage is gonna Town Portal out. All the units on out of there. Very, very low units. And the Arcane Tower did make it. Unfortunately, nothing around to defend it. So it'll just carve up this bear a little bit here. But it does exceptional damage to it, considering it has mana.
A town is under siege.
And right now, Hawk would definitely help him out if he had that level 4 Archmage. Level 2 Brilliance Aura for the Mountain King there would be a nice extra touch.
A player's forces are
Druid
under
Claws,
attack.
Archers, Dryads for the Night Elf. Tome of Intelligence. Mountain King picks that up. And now Night Elf coming at the human. Now up in the face, Dryads dispel away the Water Elemental. Takes a Stormbolt, but is reduced by quite a bit. Probably be better off just Stormbolting the Naga Sea Witch, getting her out of the way instead. Now, the Demon Hunter, of course, is the more powerful one, the more annoying one. In this case, Demon Hunter going to take another one. Again, not going to do too much. Majority of the damage coming from the units in the bash there. Claw Port and a Lightning Shield. A little bit of damage to the units there, not too big of a deal. Had a Scroll of Healing on the Archmage. And Mountain King now in trouble. Uses a Potion of Invulnerability. And Archmage is level 4 though, so has that level 2 Brilliant Aura on the Mountain King, plus the 50%. Mana is moving along, something pretty nice. Expansion attempt from Foggy. Top there. Mountain King will pick up a Scroll of Healing, possibly a Potion of Invulnerability, should he have the funds, indeed. Level 4 Demon Hunter and a level 4 Naga Sea Witch versus a level 4 and a level 3, so human behind a little bit here. And now the Assassin Camp, a Ring of Selling. Go on the Mountain King, give him a little bit of armor and a little bit of selling potential as well. Murloc Camp next. And that does get the Mountain King to level 4. So we'll have that level 2 bash.
A player's forces are under attack.
And no upgrades coming from the human. It doesn't have an expansion, so can't really afford them. Geomancer Camp fall for the human. Tome of Intelligence, the Mountain King will pick that up. Trying to stack that mana on the Mountain King by the looks of it here. Even put the Mantle of Intelligence on the Mountain King as well. Geomancer Camp. Tome of Agility for the Mountain King. The Observer's calling the game a bit early, and Taskmaster Camp. We go down here, pushes greater healing for the Demon Hunter. Switches out for the Circle of Nobility there. Elemental is insta-dispelled. And another Stormbolt on the Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter has the Rune Bracers. And really needs to stop the Demon Hunter, but at the same time, really needs to stop that Naga Sea Witch as well. Would take a lot more damage from those Stormbolts. Naga Sea Witch so far in the back. Hard to get at. Stormbolt on the Druid of the Claw, which is probably a good idea. Get rid of those. Foggy moving in on the human here, just down to mostly casters. Vulnerability up on the Mountain King, still has a Scroll of Healing as well. We'll use that Scroll of Healing now. And now going after the Druid of the Claw. Mountain King in a bit of trouble. Hawk not looking too hot here. Mountain King very, very low. Potion of Invulnerability on the Demon Hunter now. And Mountain King will go down. And no, doesn't go down. 2 health. And we'll use a Potion of Invulnerability. No, he picks it up, but has a cooldown on it, so couldn't quite use it. And that may be it for Hawk, as he does not have another expansion, but Foggy does, so that is going to be GG for Foggy. And apparently the game doesn't want to end until everybody leaves. It's very interesting, so I don't get the end screen for you guys. But either way, pretty good game, and the heroes just outplayed the human heroes this game, and those Rune Bracers on the Demon Hunter just so good. It absorbs so much damage, 33% less from your Stormbolts. If you could have got around to the Naga Sea Witch, Stormbolt her, and then move up those Riflemen, take her out, that would have been a great deal of help to get her on out of there, as she has so much intelligence, does quite a bit of damage, has quite a bit of mana as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the replay, and I will see you guys next time.